On guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You'll return the subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I've been saying this for the longest time. The justice system is a joke. And this story right here will further prove that. In late May, I did a story, right, out of Florida about this young lady right here. This young lady, her name is Sophia Koval, 14 years old, guys, now 15. She had recently moved from Ukraine to Florida, right? Lived with her father and her father's mother, which makes that her grandmother. This woman was 79 years old. Her name was Yevhena Koval. 14-year-old Sophia beat her to death. Beat her with a belt and a walker. Her own walker. This woman sustained horrific injuries, and this girl Sophia has been locked up ever since. Well, she's just been sentenced, and the sentence is a damn joke. I'm gonna be honest with you. This woman beat her grandmother to death. The autopsy report, guys, said the old woman died from head trauma, extensive bruising, and internal bleeding. And they said the weapons of choice used to beat this woman to death was a belt and her own walker, like I stated earlier. Take a look at this story and you tell me if this woman got real, true justice. This is a damn shame. Look.
And breaking at noon, a 14-year-old girl accused of killing her own grandmother in Lauderdale Lakes learning her fate today.
She was sentenced just moments ago. Local 10's JC Birch is in the newsroom with the details. JC.
Annalise and Janice, this is a case that rocked the Lauderdale Lakes area, and we have now learned the teen suspect has been sentenced. The teen is Sophia Koval, and she's been sentenced to a maximum risk program that will not exceed 36 months. It is effective immediately. The 14-year-old was being held without bond and also was charged as an adult facing those manslaughter charges. BSO deputies say the 79-year-old grandmother's fatal beating happened in May at a condo along Northwest 41st Street in Lauderdale Lakes. Her body was found covered in bruises. Now, according to those arrest report documents, the teen admitted to her father that she beat her grandmother. The father telling police the teen suspect may have used a belt and the victim's walker in that attack. Once again, Sophia Koval sentenced to a maximum risk program that will not exceed 3 years, and that is effective immediately. We'll have much more on this story coming up on air right here on Local 10 and on our website at local10.com.
Y'all see that? As soon as I seen that, I was like, what the hell? 3 years for killing somebody. And not just somebody, your father's mother. It's crazy. What is a maximum risk program? What is that? They said they charged her as an adult and then put her in a maximum risk program that won't exceed 36 months. So her prison term at max is 3 years, meaning that she'll be 18 when she gets out. Now, I think I got to look up this maximum risk program. So, I mean, what does that mean? Like, she's still locked up, right? Either way, man, it don't even matter. It sounds like a summer camp to me for killing somebody. That is like you killed your father's mother. You can't even say sorry to him. Seriously, you can't even say, I'm sorry, Dad. I got to be honest with you. I think this sentence, as stupid as it is, has something to do. I think the father has some influence. I know he probably loved his kid and all this other stuff, but it's just mind-boggling. And it seemed like it's a disgrace to the victim. And then that's real. Because I'm going to tell you something. She pled no contest. Maybe that was part of the deal. She pled no contest. But the fact that she killed somebody in such a brutal way, like you see a lot of young kids now excessively violent when they throw tantrums or when they want something and they go all out to get it. She just moved here from Ukraine, guys. I don't know how long she's been in the country, but she had just moved here. And now your grandmom's dead and you got the same philosophy inside you, like a lot of kids we see nowadays, where they're just violent and just out of control. What example does that set? My two reasons for doing this video is, number one, it showed the victim no respect, in my opinion, regardless of who pulled for her to get that sentence. And number two, this shows, first of all, she doesn't learn nothing from it. And it also shows it's not a good look with juveniles that do crimes that don't get no real punishment for it. She's been locked up since May. Obviously, she's comfortable wherever she's at, and she's already institutionalized. See, people don't understand. It don't take years to get institutionalized. You can get institutionalized in a month. Once you get familiar with jailhouse politics and how to move and shake and move in there, you're already institutionalized. You know, you've seen violence already. You know what to do and what not to do in there. You know who to click up with and who to stay away from. I don't think it helped. But I mean, come on, 79 years old on this planet, woman in the twilight of her life, and get taken out by a family member. And I'm sure she loved the grandma. I mean, I'm sure the grandma loved her. But you were so angry that you killed somebody that you looked in the face and told, "I love you," multiple times. You not only beat this woman with a belt, you also beat her with her own walker. Says she had head trauma. So you bust her head open and everything else. For that, I don't care how old you are, you got to pay some type of penalty. That's real. She's sitting up there in court. All this stupid stuff. I remember seeing that on the news when she first went to court. Because they wasn't saying who she was and didn't really want to show her face at first. Now, she didn't got sentenced. They showing her and all this other stuff. You pleaded no contest. Yeah, I fucked Granny up. I wonder what happens to her when she comes out when she's 18. I wonder where she goes and lives. If her dad go and let him live with her after you killed my mom. See, it's the thing, man. When it's situations where family gets killed and they are loved just like the person is loved that killed them. How does that ever be the same after that? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I think, honestly, her father had a lot to do with her sentence, and he pushed for this. And that's why she's safe. For all we know, you know what I'm saying? He might have had to sign special papers and all this stuff, but with this program, I guess she's still locked up. I don't know. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Yo, I'm going to tell you another thing of why the justice system's a joke. Now, you know, laws vary from place to place. And no matter how controversial they are, you know what I'm saying, it's just a bunch of BS as far as different stipulations of how people come to these numbers when they sentence people or programs they put them in after they do some of the most heinous stuff. Y'all remember Kelly Gregg? What's her name? Not Kelly Gregg. Carly Gregg? Yeah, that's her name, Carly Gregg. The girl in Mississippi that killed her mom. She got life. This woman killed her grandma. And got 3 years in the program. I say a lot about how they feel about the elderly in this country. Another thing is, I think as far as this whole thing goes, Carly Gregg's situation was more like sneaky like, whereas this girl did this and then ran off. It's still the same thing. Death is death to an innocent person. So I think she should have got a similar sentence. How about y'all?